Hello, and welcome back to another video. So today, in celebration of the return of Better Call Saul, the final season, I thought I could read this recap, which is the most important things that happened in each season so far, while softly speaking. So with that, I will go ahead and get started. Watching James McGill transform into Saul Goodman has been as wild of a ride as Jimmy's esteem. Bob Odenkirk has taken his role as the morally corrupt lawyer from Breaking Bad and turned him into a nuanced and deeply conflicted character who always seems to invite chaos. Better Call Saul is a show that reflects on character choices and the consequences that come from those choices. And there has been no shortage of consequences. Since so much has happened over the past 5 seasons, it may be easy to forget just how Nacho Vargo got too far in over his head, or why Kim Wexler keeps a decorative cork in her desk. For a show that at one point was originally considered to be created as a half-hour comedy, Better Call Saul has cemented itself as not only a worthy successor to Breaking Bad, but one of the best TV shows. With so many tense and well-crafted episodes, it is easy to see why. And with that, we will start with Season 1. The very first of many dominoes to fall in the making of Saul Goodman was Jimmy's scheme to con the Kettlemans involving the Abuelita insulting skateboard riding twins. Jimmy is soon introduced to the Salamanca crime family, as well as putting Nacho onto the Kettlemans' money. The first 2 episodes laid the groundwork for the show and put the story of the rise and fall of Saul Goodman into action. In 5-0, viewers were finally given a chance to see just how Mike made his way from a Philly cop to ABQ's most feared henchman. Learning about the death of his son and Mike's subsequent revenge was a gripping moment and shed a light on the stoic enforcer. Meanwhile, it wasn't until Jimmy's fateful trip to Sandpiper Assisted Living that his journey as a lawyer began. After learning what was going on at the retirement home, Jimmy teamed up with his brother, Chuck. Realizing the case was becoming more than a 2-man job, the McGill brothers refer the case to HHM, and Jimmy readies himself to join the firm. In a heartbreaking exchange with Chuck, Jimmy learns that his brother was behind their rejection from HHM, setting the stage for the future battle between the two. Season 2. Nacho's proposition to Mike in Gloves Off was simple: kill Tuco. Opting for the non-lethal option, Mike unknowingly instigated a decade-long beef with the Salamancas that saw Mike rob Hector's drug trucks and put a real dent into the Salamanca operation. However, these actions caught the attention of an unknown third party who stopped Mike's assassination attempt on Tio Salamanca in the Season 2 finale. possibly the most significant event to happen in the entire season was Jimmy changing the address to the Mesa Verde branch in Chuck's files from 1261 to 1216, the year after the Magna Carta. Not only did it lead to Jimmy's eventual arrest, but it also led to Mesa Verde going back to Kim as their outside counsel. Kim figures out what Jimmy did, but deep down she accepts his actions. After Kim and Jimmy conned the stockbroker for free drinks in Switch, she knew just how exciting Jimmy's skills can be. Season 3. After discovering who stopped his assassination attempt, Mike uses his skills to track down Breaking Bad villain Gus Fring. Gus shows admiration for Mike and hires him to hit Hector Salamanca's trucks once again. Meanwhile, Kim takes on more work from Mesa Verde, falling asleep at the wheel and crashing due to being overworked. Focusing on the Jimmy and Chuck dispute, chicanery is one of the best episodes in the Breaking Bad universe. The battery trick that Jimmy played ultimately led Chuck to finally accept his mental illness. However, the bar hearing was not Jimmy's last shot at his brother. In what started out as a seemingly insignificant visit to the insurance office, Jimmy decides to report Chuck. After being outed from HHM, Chuck was rudderless. Jimmy looked to make amends, but Chuck dealt the final blow in their conflict, insisting he never really cared for Jimmy. This statement ate away at Chuck and caused him to relapse and take his own life in the season finale. Season 4. While successful in his attempt to get rid of Hector, Nacho also catches the attention of Fring. With his life in jeopardy, Nacho is forced to play both sides of the Fring and Salamanca war. Gus has big plans and needs the Salamancas off of his back. He has hired a team of German nationals to build his underground drug lab underneath his laundromat, with Mike heading the security. Despite building a close bond, Mike must kill Werner after he escapes the job site. Werner's antics catch the attention of Tio's replacement, Lalo. In the aftermath of Chuck's death, Jimmy focuses on finding gainful employment. He lands a job with a cell phone retailer and comes up with his new side gig, a drop phone salesman. Jimmy soon builds his reputation as Saul Goodman to his clients. After originally being rejected for reinstatement by the Bar Association, Jimmy makes a passionate plea to the committee and even fools Kim into believing his sincerity. Upon receiving his reinstatement, Jimmy officially decides to practice law under the name Saul Goodman, surprising Kim yet again. Season 5. Knowing that Fring is up to something, Lalo investigates Fring's operation. Lalo utilizes Nacho to do his dirty work, putting Nacho in a very difficult position to win Lalo's trust. However, Fring gains the upper hand when Lalo is implicated in the death of the Travel Wire employee from Season 4. Charged with many crimes, Lalo is arrested and hires Saul to help him make bail. Making a perilous journey into the desert to retrieve $7 million, Saul is met by bandits. Luckily for Saul, Mike has been sent to watch over the money. Together, Mike and Saul venture out of the desert and barely make it back into ABQ. After being cornered by both the law and Fring, Lalo decides to head back down to Mexico. He is then nearly killed by a team of expert assassins. Lalo immediately suspects that Nacho played a part in the attempt on his life and storms into the darkness, seeking vengeance. With Kim feeling disenfranchised with her Mesa Verde work, she opts to help a man, Everett Acker, from being evicted from his home as Mesa Verde looks to build a call center. With some covert help from Saul, Acker is able to keep his home. Kim is furious at first, but in a surprising twist, she proposes a marriage arrangement between her and Saul. Kim quits her law firm and hatches a plan to destroy Howard Hamlin. Each character has seen that the choices they make directly impact not only their lives, but the lives of those around them. Mike has completed his transformation into the seemingly soulless enforcer for Gus Fring, doing everything he can to support his family. Nacho has now made an enemy in the Salamanca family, possibly endangering his father. And Saul has witnessed that his actions have rubbed off on Kim, and she has now developed a thirst for increasingly dangerous schemes. The next season promises to deliver a thrilling and heart-pounding conclusion that will leave fans yearning for the good old simple days in the back of the nail salon.